video.
What's up, fam? What's up, folks? Welcome back to our channel. And if you're new to our channel, hey, how you doing? What are we bringing them today?
Q&A.
That some of you have been very patiently waiting on.
I've been out of town a lot. I got lots of family stuff going on.
But that's okay, because we're about to get into it. We got a total of 15 questions this time. Some of them are very specific. I'm not gonna say any names, but if you ask the question, you know who you are. You know who you are. Ready?
Yeah, we're gonna try our best to answer them all
in a short amount
as possible.
And in a short amount of time. Question 1. When will I know if I have a baby sibling?
When the rest of the world knows.
What are y'all's baby names?
I don't know if I'm comfortable sharing those yet.
So we have a few that we've considered, but we don't have any for sure yet. There are very few that we actually agree on.
We know middle names.
Yeah, do you want to give the middle names?
Yeah, I'm comfortable sharing middle names.
So if it's a girl, the middle name will be Jean. Do you want to tell why, or just?
Yeah.
So my late best friend Valerie, her middle name was Jeanette, and then her mom's name is Jeanette. So
yes. And if we have a boy, we like Franklin, because that is my dad's middle name, and it's just a family name on that side.
Yep. So that's it for middle names.
Yeah.
Can I be there when the time comes? This is from one of our children. You probably won't be in the room.
Right. I think the only people I want in the room are my mom and Anaya.
Yeah, but you can come visit.
Oh yeah, we'll take
and
visitors.
say, hey, how you doing? Hey, little sis. Hey, little bro.
We'll take visitors for sure.
Can I always babysit?
Yes.
What?
We need a deep roster for babysitters.
I guess you're right. Can I help prepare the baby shower? Look, children. Well, I'm about to say, we don't even know who's throwing the baby shower. So when we find out who's throwing the baby shower, if we even having a baby shower, we will let you know, to let them know, to let you know, so you can help.
Will there be a gender reveal? I can't.
I don't know why you're looking at me.
Are we gonna do a gender reveal? Possibly.
Yeah, possibly. At first, I know we talked about not doing it, just because we want the clothing and stuff to remain gender neutral. But I think that the longer we've been on this journey, the more likely we are to do a reveal.
I don't know that there's gonna be like a big reveal party.
Maybe a dinner.
I don't even know if I want to do a dinner. Because we don't have enough people like in any one area to do all of that.
Florida.
Yeah, but I don't know that I want to have like a dinner, sit down and eat, and then what? Then it's like, okay, time to tell everybody it's a girl. Like I think that's weird. I think that I would like to do, like you and I do one, like the two of us. I know we've talked about different ideas for that. And then I'd like to like reveal it to our parents. Okay. And then like announce it.
Well, you heard it from the one that's going to be carrying, and that's truly the only opinion that matters.
That's just my idea. Okay. Number 7, how does insurance work with the treatment and being military? What did you have to pay for out of pocket?
Okay, so initially, if you are the military person, so I'm the one that's the service member, you have to go to the base OB or GYN, and then you have to get a referral from there if you are not the military member. So what Sarah had to do is just go to whoever her GYN is for her annual, and then at that appointment she talked about wanting to
be referred.
Right.
Well, I mean, not every military treatment facility has a GYN on base. So basically, if you're at all affiliated with the military, you just need to see your GYN.
Right.
And I know that most, like if you're in a heterosexual relationship, then a lot of GYNs will require that you've been trying for a year before they'll refer you.
It's not the same with same-sex relationships.
No, because you can't really try for a year.
Right.
You know, so we did what we could with our GYN, and then got referred out to the fertility specialist. And basically, we just requested the referral. So the first visit, like they did all the blood work and they did an ultrasound and everything, and that was all covered by TRICARE. So anything that would diagnose you with some sort of issue, that's all covered. So I've had 2 surgeries, probably 25 ultrasounds.
Yep.
I probably had
blood work
drawn as many times.
All of that stuff is taken care of by TRICARE. The actual procedure itself and the thawing of whatever you're using. So if you're going IUI like we did, to thaw the specimen costs, and then the actual procedure. It will be different if you're going to an actual military facility, because I know there are some that do the
There's like 6
IUIs and whatnot.
But they're all Army bases.
Yeah.
Or Army posts.
If you go to a place like that, I know there's one in North Carolina that we looked at. So if you go to a place like that, you're going to want to call and talk to them and see what the procedure is there. But all we paid for was the actual procedure and then the thawing of the specimen.
And the specimen.
Oh yeah, and the specimen.
My suggestion, just kind of what we did, was talk to your fertility clinic, like when you get the referral, and see if they'll give you codes for your insurance.
Yeah.
And then you can call your insurance company, like if you're on TRICARE, you can call them and give them the codes and they'll tell you what's coded. So we were able to give them the codes for like my surgery, the blood work, the ultrasounds, all that stuff, and they told us all that's paid for. And then when we download our explanation of benefits for each procedure, it shows us like this is covered, this is not, this will be out of pocket.
Yep. And you can look at the codes on at TRICARE online as well. And then the expansion thing that she's talking about, where you look at your benefit
Explanation of benefits.
That is on Humana Military.
Yep. All right, number 8. What do you want your children to call each of you?
I don't know yet. I go back and forth between about 3 or 4 different names, but to be honest, I'm probably just gonna let them choose. Obviously, they're not gonna call me by my first name because I'm not their friend. I'm their mother. So, I mean, if they want to call me Mom, Mommy, Mama, whatever. I'll most likely refer to myself as Mama, or we've talked about Zazie.
We've talked about something more cultural for her.
Yeah.
Just something more in line with her culture.
So we'll see how that goes. What are they gonna call you?
Mom.
Mom.
Mommy.
Mommy. Mom. Mommy.
Mother. I don't know.
Whatever. They'll figure it out for themselves.
Number 9. Do you find it difficult in society being a same-sex couple and interracial?
That was a really good question. Well, do you?
No, I don't. I mean, but you also have to think about the background for both of us. So, like, my family was really cool about everything. They'd never had an issue with me being with a woman before. And they've always accepted Anaya from the first day, like she was their own. So I think that personally, that gives me like a sense of confidence when I go out into the world, that I don't really allow like society to dictate how I'm gonna feel about that, because I don't see it as a problem, and I've never been taught that it was a problem. Like nobody in my family or my immediate circle growing up ever made me feel like it was an issue, you know, whereas Anaya didn't have that. So I think she like comes from a different mental state than me.
Yeah, and I think I'm a little bit more conscious or aware about it when we go out. So I do notice stares or second looks or whispers or whatever the case may be. And like she said, you know, growing up, I was always taught, like most, I won't say most, but like other African American people I know, I was taught that, you know, same-sex relationships were not okay. It was wrong.
I just think that there's a different view of interracial relationships, because that adds like another layer to this. You know what I mean? It's not enough to just be in a same-sex relationship, but we're also in an interracial relationship.
Yeah,
you can't sit back and say that wasn't an issue for some people.
Yeah, I think it is an issue for some people. I don't think that, I don't ever really remember being exposed to a lot of interracial relationships growing up. There was maybe 1 or 2 in the church that I went to. I don't really remember. And then in high school, my best friend Valerie and Dante, they're interracial. I mean, I had friends who were in interracial relationships. So, I mean, as far as society goes, I guess I don't notice a huge problem, but I also don't care. Like, I just refuse to let it bother me, because what's going on in my house and what we are doing for ourselves has no bearing on what anybody else has going on for them. So either you don't like it and you stay away, or you don't mind and you don't care, and you know, hey, whatever.
Number 10, and then you can read the last ones. Do you think your child or children will have a hard time in school because they have two moms?
I think nowadays, not so much. I think there's always going to be those children or people who don't agree. And, you know, I'm gonna catch them with a two-piece or something. Not really. Because I'm not trying to go to jail. I don't look good in orange. I mean, I do, but I don't want to be in jail. Anyway, I think
that
so.
When they're little, like, kids only know what they're taught.
Yeah.
So I think when they're little, like, kids aren't gonna care. Like, little kids don't think about that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Like, I really don't think little kids are gonna be like, oh, Susie has two moms. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I just don't. Susie's not on our list, by the way. I just
No, let them think Susie's on the list.
I just don't think that that's one of those things. I think as they get older into like middle school maybe,
then it might become
a problem. But I also think with us being military, it's going to be really dependent on where they go to school. So like if we're in the South, that might be more of a problem.
Well, and
than if we're like up north, you know.
By the time they hit middle school, that'll be 10 plus years from now.
Yeah, so who knows where we're going to be.
Right. Who knows where society's going to be.
That's right.
At that moment. So I'm hoping for the best. That's it?
No, there's 5 more. You have to ask the rest.
Oh.
You did 5, I did 5.
Do you have any male figures in your children's lives to teach them things that moms may not be able to, especially boys?
I mean, obviously we don't just have like some dude roaming around our house. So there's that. I honestly, like, I've thought a lot about that, and I don't think there's a lot that we can't handle, you know? Like, I think that just being able to talk to your kids about stuff. I grew up with a single mom, and not that my dad wasn't involved or not that I didn't have a stepfather, but like it was me and my mom a lot. And I don't think there was a whole lot, even if I had been a boy, I don't think there's a whole lot my mom couldn't have handled. But we have my dad. Like, my dad's really wants to be involved.
Well, and I think about things that men teach boys, you know, about how to be a man, but as a woman, I know what I want in a companion. So being able to teach our children how to be chivalrous or how to care and respect people, I don't think that is gender-based.
No.
And if we're talking about like sports, football and whatnot, that's what the coach is for.
I was gonna say, they'll have a coach.
Yeah, I'll look some stuff up. Basketball, I got you. Basketball, track, volleyball, I got you. Football, don't worry, we're gonna find you a coach. And your grandpa, your papa, whatever,
Papa,
her dad is gonna teach them all that he knows. Running reels.
Well, and I think like school, you know, like there'll be male figures at school. They'll have teachers and coaches and
I mean, I had
community members like in the church or like at the, you know, Boys and Girls Club or the YMCA or
yeah. There's always gonna be somebody or something around. Do you have to do anything specific to prepare for an IUI or IVF being military? Besides like finding a doctor or getting a referral, because we've already covered that.
I can't speak on IVF just because I don't know a whole lot about that scenario. And if it's specifically about military, I don't know. But we'll link a couple videos down below about IVF if that's something that you guys are interested in. But I don't think there was anything specific, like military specific, that we had to do aside from just like checking all the boxes
and getting the
and making sure, making sure that we did everything in the right order. Honestly, military or not, your doctor's office will tell you what your insurance pays for, especially with fertility.
Yeah.
Because so many insurance companies, private or whatever, don't pay for infertility workups. Like, and a lot of like regular insurances, and I can only think of like Blue Cross Blue Shield off the top of my head, but insurance companies like that, like if you've got it through your job, a lot of them won't even pay like for the ultrasound. Like they'll pay part of it, you know, or they won't pay for the blood work, or they won't pay for this, or they won't pay for that. So I don't think there's really anything like TRICARE specific that you have to do. I think just making sure that you stay in constant communication with the people in your doctor's office and just become like really good friends with the financial people.
Yeah. I think that, so for Sarah, prior to having her IUI, if you're talking about what she did as far as internally, like, or, you know, at home, taking care of herself, that kind of stuff.
Well, this is being military.
I know, I'm just thinking of maybe what you did prior to getting to this point. So we started, okay.
I think I've got that over on my channel. I think
my vitamins and all of that.
Yeah, I think on my, like my welcome to my channel video, we'll link that down below over on my channel. I talked a lot about what I did. And if you guys are interested in more about specifically like what specific vitamins or supplements or medications I've taken, leave it in the comments and I'll do a video on my channel.
Cool. Let's see. 3 more questions. Do you want to carry at some point? That's about me. Originally, I did not want to carry. I still don't want to carry right now. I can't say yes or no about later. I'm open to the idea of carrying. It makes me really nervous, and I don't ever remember a point in my life where I wanted to bear children. I just wanted to have kids.
She wants to be a mom, not be pregnant.
Right. And after seeing everything that Sarah's gone through, I'm for real like,
I want to be a mom.
I don't know if I want to go down that road, you know? In the event that there was ever a time or something ever happened where Sarah couldn't carry and we wanted more children, then I would definitely do it. But right now, because I don't have to and I don't have the urge or desire to, I'm not going to. When we cross that, we will cross that bridge when we get to it. What things will you do to prepare for the baby?
Like physically, I don't know, just like eat food and like, I don't know, like I'm gonna try to stay relatively healthy, but like if you mean like in the house, we have a lot of stuff already just that's been handed down to us from our nephew.
And we bought a lot of stuff already too.
Yeah, we bought a lot of like clothes because they're just too cute. I think just like really getting our home like clean and baby proofed and like ready for a baby. This is getting really long. We need to wrap up.
Okay. Well, I'll do it. If you want to see what we already have for said baby, drop it in the comments below. Let me know, like this video, and I'll do a baby. What's it called?
Like a tour, like a
I'll do a nursery tour haul thing.
Oh.
Last question. What kind of birth do you want? That's you.
Okay. If we were in an ideal situation where money were not an issue, safety was not really a big factor, I would want a home water birth. The problem with a home water birth is finding a midwife that will do a home water birth can be tricky depending on the state you live in, because in some states it's not even legal. Like in the state of Georgia, it's not even legal, like to do a home birth. That's not okay. So ideally I would love a water birth, even if it's hospital setting, and if I can't go that route, then I would like to do unmedicated, like natural birth.
That's all the questions we got, y'all. So if you have any more questions,
extra,
but you chose it. If you have any more questions, drop them down below. Don't forget to like, comment, and
subscribe.
Till next time.